What's up, everyone? DKRACK here. About to react to another video for you guys. And yeah, I'm about to fuck up. It's currently 10:55 p.m. So it's late, completely dark outside. Yeah, I'm alone. This is a creepypasta that says my high school had a second basement creepypasta. I have no idea what this is about, but it kind of just struck my interest. Like, second basement, what are they talking about? It's like some fucking torture chamber or something like that. Like always, guys, I'll have a link to the original video down below. Let's go ahead and check it out.
I grew up in a small town in New Jersey and attended the local public high school. It was senior year, and my friend Jack was in charge of setting up chairs for an assembly later that day. I got roped into helping him, but it wasn't too bad because I got to skip my 5th period math class. We eventually ran out of chairs, and one of the janitors gave us a big ring of keys and told us to get the rest out of the basement. Ever since I was a kid, I marveled at those rings with dozens of keys jangling together.
I hate basements. I don't care where it's at.
Jack made the mistake of letting me carry the keys down to the basement. While I was walking over to a stack of chairs, my foot hooked around the leg of a folding table, and I fell flat on my stomach onto the hard concrete, knocking the wind out of me.
Ugh.
The keys skirted across the room and disappeared behind the row of metal folding chairs. Damn, I groaned, bringing myself to my knees and hoping I would be able to breathe correctly again soon. "You better find the keys," Jack warned from behind an armful of folding chairs. "I'm going to take these upstairs. I'll be back in a minute."
Oh no. My ass would not stay down there alone.
On my phone, I crawled around on my hands and knees on the dirty floor. Nothing. With a heavy sigh, I began to move some of the chairs out of the way to search along the edge of the wall. The keys were nowhere to be found. Just when I was about to give up, I saw a hole in the floor about the size of 2 fists behind where a group of chairs had been. Not wanting to stick my hand into a filthy, strange hole in my school's basement, I set my phone on top of it and
Never
took a
stick
picture.
your hand in a strange hole.
The angle was
That's
awful.
a life lesson.
In the center of the frame, I could make out part of the keyring, which had caught on to something jutting out from the side of the hole. Begrudgingly, I stuck my hand inside and fumbled around for a bit until my fingers wrapped around the keys. As I was bringing my hand back up, I felt a stinging pain on the side of my thumb. I quickly pulled the keys up and wiped my hand off from my jeans. Coating the keys in my hand was a thick, grey mucus.
What?
I gagged and made a mental note to have Jack return the keys.
Grey
The
mucus?
pain I felt was from a thin, inch-long scratch running up the length of my thumb. I went to delete the picture on my phone when I noticed a blurry object resting at the side of the photo. It seemed to be a tiny, hand-like structure with a small palm branching off into 3 bony fingers capped with razor-sharp claws.
The hell?
I figured I would take one more picture to prove that my eyes were playing tricks on me. But when I saw the image, it took everything I had to refrain from sprinting upstairs and going home for the day. My phone screen displayed an image of the hole leading into a small tunnel which soon opened into a good-sized room below the basement.
The
There were
fuck?
no doors or windows that I could see, and as far as I could guess, the only way in or out of that room was through the hole in the floor. Hundreds of what appeared to be needles poked out from the walls and ceiling. A few reached up to the hole, which is how I must have cut my hand.
Needles? The fuck?
Just as I was trying to think of a place I could go to get about 6 tetanus shots, I noticed that the large mass on the floor, covered with that grey slime, was actually composed of hundreds, maybe thousands of tiny creatures. They were the same colour as the grey mucus and had 2 stubby arms and 3 spindly legs
The
that looked
fuck?
more like tendrils. Each one had a wide mouth full of rows of teeth that bore an unsettling resemblance to the needles coming out of the walls.
Yo!
I showed Jack when he came back down, and we grabbed more chairs than was safe to carry up a flight of stairs and hauled ass out of that basement. We showed our friends the picture, which was then circulated throughout most of the school, and rumours about the room beneath the basement ran wild in the halls. For weeks, I was plagued with recurring nightmares about the hole in the floor. It was always the same. I would find myself in that room of the basement, having lost the keys. It played out almost exactly the same as it did in real life, except when I reached into the hole for the keyring, my hand was yanked inside. I was laying on the concrete, shoulder deep into the room beneath the basement, screaming as millions of needle teeth gnashed the flesh in my arms.
Oh, they
ripping
eating
muscle
your
and
arm.
skin roughly from the bone. The nightmare was horrifying. But on the nights when it seemed the most real, I often awoke to find small needle marks on my body.
The
I
fuck?
had this dream for months, and it was really starting to get to me. I began to see
Small
more
needle
holes in
things on
various
your arm.
places in the school. The needles in these reached almost to the mouth of the opening, and I didn't need to look inside to know that I would find another sea of those writhing monsters within.
What the hell are they,
Graduation
bugs?
couldn't come fast enough. While I was packing for college, I found one of those holes on the wall of my closet. I covered it with a whole roll of duct tape and nailed a piece of plywood over it for good measure. I went to college in St. Louis, and moving halfway across the country helped a lot to put my mind at ease. When I visited home during Christmas break my freshman year, the hole in my closet had been plastered shut and painted over, leading me to believe it was just a normal hole my frightened mind had convinced me was something more.
Oh, hell no. Something's
I
in
live
there.
in St. Louis now, and have been adjusting to life in the real world pretty well. I just got a job I really enjoy and seem to be succeeding at, and I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend soon. I had chalked up the holes to stress and paranoia. I've had several new phones since then, and I haven't been able to find that picture again. Maybe my mind had exaggerated the whole thing. I was comfortable believing that the whole ordeal could be explained by nightmares and anxiety. But when I was walking downtown today, I passed through an alley on my way home from a restaurant. There was something peeking out from behind a dumpster. It was a hole, leaking grey mucus, big enough for me to crawl into. The hole on the side of an abandoned building in the older part of the city went down into the grounds. Long, shiny needles peeked out from inside.
Hell no! My ass will get away from that hole.
I sprinted all the way home. Leaning on my wall to catch my breath, I felt something sharp poke into my back.
Oh!
To my horror, I found a small hole beginning to form on the wall of my kitchen.
Hell no! I don't know what those fucking bugs or creatures are or whatever, but I would have fucking pest control at my house like ASP, freaking spray those bitches dead! Freaking soak them in pesticide or some shit. Alright guys, that was my high school had a second basement creepypasta. That was kind of fucked up. Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you want me to do more scary videos like this. And if you have a video you want me to react to, comment down below. It always helps me out to know what you guys want me to check out. Also, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. But until next time, guys, peace.